What if I told you that one of Marvel's most jaw-dropping surprises just leaked, and it doesn't even happen in the movie itself? That's right. The post-credit scene for Fantastic Four has been making waves online. And it's not just because of who shows up. It's about what it means for the multiverse, for future films, and for one of the most iconic Marvel actors of all time. Buckle up, because this leak is more than just a tease. It's a full-on game changer.
4 brave astronauts head off into space.
So before we dive in, fair warning, there are spoilers ahead. If you're the kind who wants to go in blind, maybe skip this one. But if you're here for the juicy stuff, then let's get into it. From Chris Evans' surprising return to a twist involving Dr. Doom and a shift in the story that changes how we view the entire Fantastic Four timeline, there's a lot to unpack. First, let's address the elephant in the room, the trailer everyone's talking about. In a previous video, it was speculated that the destruction we saw was Earth being consumed by Galactus. But that theory just got debunked. Turns out, what looked like the end of the world was just a vision, possibly from Reed Richards himself. It's not a real event in the movie, but a foreshadowing of something much bigger that's still to come. Originally, the plan was to destroy the Fantastic Four's universe during their movie. But Marvel has since decided to move that apocalyptic twist to Avengers, Doomsday instead. That shift doesn't just change one scene, it alters the stakes across the entire timeline.
Meet Franklin Richards. Franklin Richards is a character in Marvel Comics, and is known for being the son of Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, and Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, from the Fantastic Four. He first appeared in Fantastic Four Annual Number 6 in 1969. Franklin is an immensely powerful being with reality warping and psionic abilities. Despite his godlike powers, he often chooses to live a normal life.
Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Franklin Richards, the son of Reed and Sue, will be aged up in Doomsday. We're talking 10 to 13 years old. That strongly hints at a time jump between the end of Fantastic Four and the start of Doomsday. Why does that matter? Because it's not just a character aging, it's Marvel planting seeds for long-term continuity. It opens the door for Franklin to play a much bigger role, possibly even inheriting the mantle of saving or breaking the multiverse. What makes all of this even more exciting is how subtly it's being delivered. Marvel isn't announcing this stuff with fireworks. They're slipping it in through post-credit scenes, layered visions, and little character changes. And yet, the implications are massive. A fake destruction that turns out to be a warning. A shift in timeline that sets the stage for an even bigger conflict. And a kid who might just be the multiverse's last hope. And we haven't even touched Chris Evans or Dr. Doom yet. But that's coming. Because trust me, what happens next? It's even crazier. Now here's where things heat up. Chris Evans is back, but not in the way most fans expected. While early whispers had people thinking he might suit up again as Captain America, that theory's been shut down. According to reliable sources close to the production, Evans will return not as Cap, but as Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, from the 2005 Fantastic Four film. Yeah, that Johnny Storm. The cocky, fire-wielding speed demon with a knack for one-liners. But he's not showing up alone. The entire cast from that era, Ayo and Grufford's Reed Richards, Jessica Alba's Sue Storm, are all set to appear in the post-credit scene. It's a wild callback and a bold move by Marvel, blending nostalgia with multiverse madness. The host makes it clear this isn't just fan fiction. This leak is backed by inside sources, and it gets even more legit with the reveal that reshoots are actively happening to include these cameos. But what exactly is this post-credit scene going to show? That's where the speculation ramps up. Based on the flow of the story and Reed Richards' obsession with the multiverse, the theory is that this scene won't just be a gimmick, it'll have real narrative weight. Imagine this. Reed, deep in his research, uses a multiversal bridge he's created, possibly with Franklin's molecular manipulation skills playing a part, to reach across dimensions. And what does he see on the other side? The 2005 team is in danger. Maybe their universe is collapsing. Maybe it's Galactus wreaking havoc. Maybe it's a glimpse of what's coming for their world. This wouldn't just be a fun cameo. It could be Reed's warning shot, the moment he realizes the stakes are much bigger than his universe. A crossover that hints at multiversal collapse, ties back to older Marvel films, and sets the stage for Avengers. Doomsday all in one scene? That's the kind of payoff Marvel fans live for. And based on everything we've learned so far, this leak may just be the beginning.
Are we safe?
I don't know.
Now let's talk about the concept that could tie all of this together: the bridge. Pulled straight from Marvel Comics, the bridge is a multiversal device created by Reed Richards that allows him to observe and even interact with alternate realities. In this post-credit scene, the host believes this could be the exact method Reed uses to witness the downfall of another universe, specifically, the one inhabited by the 2005 Fantastic Four team. This isn't just some flashy visual, it's emotional, it's dramatic, and it marks a major shift for Reed. Imagine discovering there are countless versions of yourself, all fighting their own battles, and watching one of those worlds get torn apart. That kind of moment would completely shake Reed and fuel the urgency for what's coming next in the MCU. The bridge wouldn't just serve as a plot device, it would deepen the multiverse arc and offer fans a powerful, emotional beat through Reed's eyes. Plus, it hints at the arrival of something much bigger: the Council of Reeds, a collection of Reeds from different universes who join forces to protect existence itself. With the bridge now in play, Marvel might be setting that up. And now comes the emotional punch: the destruction of the 2005 Fantastic Four universe. The host throws out a few possible scenarios here, each more chilling than the last. One theory: an incursion. That's when two universes collide, and unless one is destroyed, both perish. We saw this concept teased in Doctor Strange, in the Multiverse of Madness, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania. It's a multiversal ticking time bomb. Another possibility? The handiwork of Dr. Doom. And not just any Doom, we're talking about a variant who's gone full God mode, someone capable of wiping out entire timelines. There's also talk about Galactus being involved. Maybe he's the one consuming this universe, or perhaps the Kangs, defeated but not destroyed, have been exiled there, bringing chaos and destruction with them. Whatever the cause, the destruction of that universe isn't just a spectacle. It's a warning, a message to Reed Richards that his world might be next unless he acts fast. It raises the stakes, sets up Doomsday, and sends the message loud and clear: the multiverse isn't just vast, it's dangerously unstable. As the breakdown continues, the host pivots to one of the most intriguing figures in the Marvel Universe: Dr. Doom. Though he's one of the most iconic villains in comic book history, the host clarifies that current information suggests Doom won't appear in the main Fantastic Four film. That lines up with earlier rumors, which indicated that Marvel might hold off on introducing Doom until later in the saga. But here's where things get interesting. While Doom might not show up during the main storyline, the host speculates that he could make a surprise appearance in one of the post-credit scenes. And not just any Doom, there's buzz that the version played by Robert Downey Jr. could be the one to show up. Imagine the impact of RDJ stepping back into the Marvel spotlight, not as Tony Stark, but as a variant of Victor Von Doom. That would send shockwaves across the fandom. This version of Doom could be the very one responsible for the destruction of the 2005 Fantastic Four universe, linking him directly to the chaos Reed Richards witnesses through the bridge. The idea that Doom, not Kang, could end up being the next big threat reshapes everything. On top of that, the host throws out the idea that there could be not one, but two post-credit scenes. One focusing on the collapse of the alternate Fantastic Four universe, and another revealing Doom's looming presence. And speaking of post-credit scenes, the hype is real. The host makes it clear: they're all in on the excitement. From the return of familiar faces like Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, to the tease of emotional destruction and possible RDJ as Doom, chaos. It's shaping up to be one of Marvel's most anticipated moments yet. It's not just about fan service. It's about expanding the story in ways that feel epic, emotional, and full of possibilities. These post-credit scenes are becoming less like bonus content and more like essential puzzle pieces in the larger MCU narrative. For longtime fans, it's a moment to see beloved characters one more time. For new fans, it's a door opening to something much, much bigger. The host captures that energy perfectly, making it clear that whatever Marvel has planned, people are ready, and they want more. If you're hyped for what's coming in the MCU and can't wait to see how it all unfolds, Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Drop your theories in the comments. Who do you think will appear in the post-credit scenes? Let's talk about multiverse madness.